Yeah, we probably are live. I don't know. Just trying to get this thing set up. Just trying to get this thing set up. Looks like we got an excellent connection. Hello? Hello? Anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Just talk in chat if you can hear me. Is there anyone home? Something about this pain you are receiving. What's up? Yeah, it looks like we're live. Okay, so just a late night update. How's it going to the folks out there? It's been an interesting last couple of days or whatever. We went to the funeral and we got that all taken care of. Actually, that was a pretty interesting thing. Just kind of sad, really. Yeah, just kind of sad. I spent most of the last 2 days just kind of hanging out and stuff, but I'm gonna be heading out back to home here pretty soon. So that's cool. So I'll be leaving Arizona. Yeah, I didn't really mean to not stream over the last 2 days. It just kind of been hanging out with the family, I guess. And checking out my niece, Nora, hanging out with Lunchy. Speaking of Lunchy, where the fuck is she? Lunchy, where are you? Are you over there? She escaped. Oh, you are over there. I see you. Sorry, I'm in my kids' nephew's rooms. They got all kinds of toys in here. I don't know what half of this shit is, but I like it. Don't you worry. I got all the weapons. I've got the weapons. Yes, we got the weapons. What the hell just happened right there? Yes, we have. We have the weapons. We have everything else. So what's up, people in the chat? Oh, I actually am seeing people in the chat. Let me just pop this out because this thing is going super slow. Yeah, I think it's a Fortnite gun or something. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks awesome. It looks like I would like it. Like I just looked at it, I'm like, what is this? There's like a whole this is some sort of Fortnite gun from Nerf. And then there's another Fortnite gun. I think this is some sort of shotgun. The wait, there's more. And then there's the crossbow. I don't know how this works, but it's a crossbow. Nah, man, don't worry about it. We got this thing, whatever this thing is. Some sort of machine gun. Action Adventure Force machine gun. There's entirely too many guns here. I don't know where. Look at this. There's another one. Jesus fucking Christ. Why do these kids have so many guns? Yeah, there's literally a whole box of guns over here. I was making fun of. I was saying something about it earlier. I was like, "Why are there so many guns in here? Why do y'all got so many guns?" Yeah. Why do you guys have so many guns? Yeah, Biden is going live at 8 a.m. What's Biden going live about? Aiken drum, you want one? That's cool. Wait, Biden's going live at 8 a.m.? Why would he be going live at 8 a.m.? What could he possibly be going live about? Are we going to war? We're going to war! Is that what it is? Are we going to the wars? I don't want to go to the wars. I don't want to go to war. I just want to drive home and have a little bit of money. That's all. I'm easy. I'm easygoing. Oh, he's gonna save the economy? That's cool. I mean, I haven't even seen any big news for today. I was kind of hoping you guys were gonna show me all the big news, but I haven't seen any of the big news today. Oh, my pop-out chat for YouTube is busted. Yeah, I haven't really seen anything else going on. So, but tomorrow we're gonna stop off in Vegas. I like stopping in Vegas, but I don't know. Let's see how it goes. I don't want to waste any more money. So, when we were in Mexico, so check this out. I was at the funeral, right? And we're all, at the cemetery. We're all just waiting, trying, putting the urn because my aunt, she got cremated, so she's not like in a casket, full casket or anything like that. Just a little box, right? Just a little box. And it was like right after we put her down, you know, into the ground, and then everybody started dropping roses. Or at least I think they were roses. She had like red roses. We had like purple roses and yellow roses. But they were definitely roses because they have thorns or whatever. They had thorns on them. So I don't know, I kneeled down, I dropped my roses, cried like a little baby because I miss my auntie, or I miss my Needlers. I like my Nina. She was a nice lady. She was a teacher for like 28 years in the Surprise School District or whatever. Very, very, very happy. But yeah, she died. And I don't know, some weird shit happened. Like we were sitting there, and then all of a sudden I like look over and I hear like, sirens, right? And then I see a van like park at the very like entrance of where the cemetery is, right? And then like five guys like pile out of this motherfucker and start running into different directions. So we're just like sitting there, like trying to, put our Nina down to rest. And, it just kind of sucks, man. All of a sudden, these Mexican dudes are just running in all directions and the Border Patrol's chasing them. So I'm just sitting there and I'm watching two guys run by, and then they like ran into the hearse. Like one dude hit the hearse, and then he like, I don't know what happened to him, but he like smacked into the hearse, and then he smacks into the back of my car or whatever. And he totally messes up the bumper and breaks the damn light and shit. I'm just like, motherfucker. I'm just like, motherfucker, man. You serious, bro? So it's like, it was funny though, because like it's the left side rear light. Like, I don't know what happened. I guess he must have like hit the hearse, and then like my car was parked next to the hearse, and he was like trying to run in between the shit, but he like hit it, and then he like fucking spun around and just like bam right in the back of my fucking car, and I was like, oh shit, man. And it pissed me off because I was just like, damn it. I was like, God damn it, my fucking car. So it's like I'm just sitting there, and then obviously my light doesn't work, and I'm like, oh god, now I gotta fix this shit. It's just really weird. Like everything's got weird. I don't know why, those guys got away, but it was just funny because I'm like, opening it, and then I'm like trying to test it, see if the light doesn't work. Does it work anymore? Then I'm like opening up my shit because I have extra ones or whatever, and I start taking the light off, and I replace the bulb. Half of my family members were just looking at me like, "The fuck? You have all that shit in your car?" And I was just like, "Well, the other one went out a couple of weeks ago, and I never changed it, so I have an extra bulb. But I don't have another. I gotta get another like plastic piece for the car. I'm just gonna remember that because the last time I went to fucking Nogales was in the van, and then somebody literally ripped off the same light on my van. Seriously, the back left light in my van when I went to Nogales was there. I parked in Nogales, went inside somewhere to eat with my family, came back out. my back left light was just gone. Like somebody had just said, been like, "Oh, I could really use one of those." Grabbed it and just ripped it off and then took off. And then this time, couple fucking illegal dudes, I don't know, running from the cops. They just fucking run by my car and just fuck it up. Fuck those motherfuckers, man. I'm not going to Nogales ever again unless it's to see my nana. But yeah, the situation seems pretty strange. It was just weird. I wasn't exactly too keen on what the hell was going on with that. Seems strange. So, we hung out there. Came back to this place and I've been hanging out with my niece and nephew, or my nieces and nephews and such. It's been pretty fun. But I plan on taking off home tomorrow, so we'll have more of a proper stream in the evening, I guess, tomorrow. And then by Tuesday, we'll be back to normal stuff. Hopefully, we can get back onto the scene. I've just been trying to I've just been taking this time to rest and be with family. Although, for the most part, everybody's just playing Xbox and shit. It's not like anything's crazy's happening. It's not like anything's crazy's happening right now. I figured I would just pop up with a quick update to say, yo, what up? We're still alive. Things are going well. We had a loss, but there's not much we can do about it. It's just been an interesting little weekend, a lot of family drama. Well, no family drama with me. I didn't cause any drama. I'm pretty drama free or whatever. I spoke my piece already. Everybody knows where I stand. I just wanted to come down and support however I could. And if it's just me, you know, showing up and being there, that's the best I can do. That's all I can do, really. Me and Lunchy. Lunchy, come here. Lunchy, what's wrong with you? Yeah, Lunchy was with me the whole time. She's laying on the bed over there. She's being lazy. She's being a lazy puppy. What are you doing over there, lazy puppy? Get back over here. Lunchy, come here. What's your deal? What's your deal, Chi-Chi's? You mad at daddy or whatever? Hold on. She probably doesn't even want to come over here. Come on. She is here though. Oh, thanks for the $2 super chat there, Riddick Frisian. Appreciate that. Yeah, me and Lunchy. Yeah, Lunchy's been in heat too, which has been a problem. Heaty puppy. She's a heaters. She doesn't want to hang out right now. She's it. What are you upset? You mad? You already trying to go to bed? Is it too late for you? She's like, Daddy, it's late, Daddy. But yeah, thanks to Rigid Fusion. A lady gave me a blonde chihuahua 2 days ago. He's 3, named Taco. Oh, that's cute. Taco's probably a pretty good one. Chihuahuas are good dogs. You just got to take care of them and train them very well. So far, Lunchy's been doing good. She hasn't been pee-peeing in the house. We've been paying attention. I actually left her outside on accident. I went outside. It's my sister's apartment. We took her to the dog park, and then I came back in, and I watched her go inside. Then I went inside, and then I shut the door, and then I went and laid down on the floor. I was watching somebody play games, and then I'm looking around, where the fuck is Lunchy? You know? Then I go outside, and she's just sitting by the front door looking at us you fucking left me out here, motherfucker. And I was like, I didn't leave you out here. How the hell did you get out here? So I guess she must have went back outside and she was just sitting out front of the door. But yeah, she's very good. She's very good. She's been enjoying Arizona and the heat. Having to being able to go outside. But it was just funny because I felt really bad because I was laying on the floor for 5-10 minutes and I'm just sort of the fuck is Lunchy at? And I start looking around, and then we go open the front door, and she's just like sitting on the mat, like, "Excuse me, you guys just fucking left me out here." And I was just like, "Well, why didn't you bark or something? I can't hear you if you don't make any noise, dog." So we've been trying to get her to bark and stuff more, or at least teach her that it's okay to bark sometimes. It's okay to bark sometimes, peepees. She's giving me this look right now, like, "Why are you on the computer?" I haven't been on the computer all weekend, Lunchy. Been hanging out with you and everyone else. And then we gotta drive in the car tomorrow to Vegas. Which I might just not even stay in Vegas just to save the $75 or whatever it's gonna cost me for the room. It's like a 12-hour drive though, so I don't know. What I do know is that I have lots of guns. There's just there's just so many guns in here. I like this one though. This is my favorite. The rocket launcher. Boys, they like their guns. They like their guns and their Xboxes and their PlayStations, which is good. We just left them one, so we'll see. And then we left them some Xbox controllers so they can play their TV, I guess. They got like an Android TV, and it wasn't set up correctly, so I fixed that for my sister so that the kids can actually use it to play games, which I figured was pretty cool. Hung out with talked to my mom a little bit too, which is good. Her and her new husband or whatever. I don't know that guy very much, but he's like, "Oh, like try to give me a hug, like sorry for your loss," and I'm just like, "Get the fuck out of here, motherfucker! Go stand over there. Nobody fucking likes you. Well, my mom fucking likes you, but that's it. Nobody else fucking likes you." Virginia Olsen, I'm still awake. It's 3:48 Storm and tornado warning ahead of you. Ooh, that's no good. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna leave yesterday, but fucking the road was out. Like there was some sort of rock slide or something that happened on the road that I usually take. So I stayed an extra day. Not like I really had anything going on. We need to make some money though. That's what we need to do. We need to start grifting. Like we haven't grifted. We need to grift hard. After getting suspended, coming back, and then having this, we need to get on the game. We need to be on it. And so far, we haven't been doing good. So we're gonna have to probably end up going and doing some other work. Been checking like my job boards, and it's just crazy. There hasn't been a lot of IT tech jobs. Like normally around this time is when there's a lot of stuff going on. And I've looked at everything, talked to other guys just to see if then, maybe there's something weird going on. And everybody's saying the same thing. None of the big companies are putting out anything. They're all seemingly doing the same thing, which is a whole lot of nothing. So I don't know. Seems like there's probably gonna be big, and I think what's the big thing is like all these banks that are shutting down right now. There's a lot of banks that are having troubles. That's what I've been hearing. So they're saying tomorrow is gonna be a red letter day. Yeah, red letter day. Silicon Valley bank collapses. Over 10,000 startups face payroll failure. So, oof. I guess we're all gonna have to see how that's going to shake out for us. It's probably not gonna be too hot, I don't think. Well, I don't really know, man. I'm just looking at the news right now. Pranny, yeah, a lot of people are tightening their belts because of the banks. That's what I've been hearing. I've looked at like the news articles a little bit. I can pull it up actually. Google News, personal, share. Yeah, this is what I've been looking at right here for the top stories. They're not even really saying anything. It's just this history will hold Donald Trump accountable for fucking January 6th from Mike Pence. Damn, Mike Pence, you're really trying to get fucking not be vice president again. Got it. Uh, Russia loses 1,090 soldiers in the deadliest day of war? What the fuck? How the hell did they kill that many Russian soldiers? Winter storm warnings issued for parts of Massachusetts, and 15 million people could be without power and endure flooding. Okay, cool. That sounds great. Yeah, it doesn't sound like the world's doing too bad. I'm surprised that the Silicon Valley Bank stuff isn't at the top of the list. Systematic risk exception fully invoked to protect all Silicon Valley Bank depositors. No way. Are you kidding me? That's what they're doing right now for the Silicon Valley Bank thing that they're rolling out. They're actually going to credit all of the people that deposited, huh? Yeah, I don't really truly believe that for a second, but that's still going to be a small amount of people, man. That's only going to be the people that put money in. I'm guessing you guys can't hear that because I don't see it popping up. Hold on a second. Participant names, video. Uh, hmm. That's weird. I don't see it.
Reserve announced on March 12.
There it goes.
In a separate statement issued jointly by the Fed, FDIC and Treasury Department, the regulators explained that a systemic risk exception was being invoked for SVB and another lender that failed over the weekend, New York-based Signature Bank, so that all depositors would be made whole without any losses to taxpayers.
Bank of England to facilitate the
The
sale of
actions to
SVB to
protect
the
SVB
UK to
depositors will not
SVC.
extend to shareholders and certain unsecured
Well,
debt
that's
holders,
fucked.
the regulators said, while senior management has been
King
removed.
V.
Any
Good to see
losses
you
to
though,
the
bro.
Federal Deposit Insurance Fund, which will pay out uninsured depositors, will be recovered by a special assessment on banks, a current aspect of federal law.
Damn.
The decision comes after a weekend of debate about whether the FDIC would go beyond the $250,000 insurance limit for deposits, with much of the claims at SVB, the second largest bank failure in U.S. history with about $220 billion in assets, being uninsured.
Damn.
The decision was made by
God
Treasury Secretary
damn.
Janet Yellen after recommendations from the boards of the FDIC and the Federal Reserve, and after a consultation with President Joe Biden, according to the statement. This will reduce stress across the financial system, support financial stability and minimize any impact on businesses, households, taxpayers, and the broader economy, the statement added. The central bank also announced that it will make more funding available to other
God,
banks
they're
to
full of
help
shit.
assure they can meet the needs of all depositors, as the fear of contagion has swelled, especially for large regional lenders similar to SVB, although it was considered a unique lender with a unique kind of failure. Seeking to calm a potential market panic this coming Monday, the Fed said it was prepared to address any liquidity pressures that may arise. Around 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday, shortly before the Fed released its statement, stock futures opened higher, indicating relative market calm or even optimism.
Yeah, right.
Bloomberg reported on Saturday evening that FDIC regulators estimated just 30% to 50% of uninsured deposits would be available on Monday morning, and the FDIC was preparing for a potentially lengthy sale process of SVB assets. The Fed's statement did not comment on the SVB auction process being held by the FDIC, which Bloomberg reported began on Saturday night, with final bids expected on Sunday afternoon.
Dude, this is fucked,
The
man.
Fed will make this financing available through a new program, called the Bank Term Funding Program, BTFP, that will offer loans up to 1 year long to banks as well as savings associations, credit unions, and other eligible depository institutions that are pledging U.S. Treasuries, agency debt and mortgage-backed securities, and other qualifying assets as collateral. The BTFP is intended to offer such banks and lenders another source of liquidity and so eliminate the need to quickly sell those securities, as SVB did shortly before its demise. Treasury Secretary Yellen will make up to $25 billion available as a backstop for this BTFP, but the Fed said it does not think it will have to draw on those funds.
Yeah, right. They're gonna fucking drain
This
that shit.
announcement confirmed reports that the Fed was considering allowing easier access for banks to its discount window, which has two lending programs in the form of a primary credit program, for healthy banks to get loans at a slight penalty to their overnight lending rate, and the secondary credit program for more troubled banks, with higher penalty rates and shorter-termed loans. Unlike either of those programs, though, the BTFP will value those assets at par, i.e., with no penalty. Seeking to further calm markets, the Fed said it was carefully monitoring developments in financial markets and closely monitoring conditions across the financial system. It said the banking system's capital and liquidity positions are strong and the U.S. financial system is resilient, but added that it was prepared to use its full range of tools to support households and businesses, and will take additional steps as appropriate.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're gonna take additional steps when appropriate. Holy shit balls, dude. So we had a bank crash, bro? A systematic risk exception being issued, so they're going to insure depositors only in the bank. So that means that as long as the depositor, the person who put the money in the bank, is only insured up to a certain point, which means that anybody associated with this bank that had securities or debts that were deposited by somebody else is going to have a huge problem. Yeah, Silicon Valley Bank is closed. Yeah, but there is one right here. And yeah, that's what they said 10 minutes ago from Barron's. HSBC just purchased the bank. Yeah, purchased the bank.
HSBC buys UK arm of Silicon Valley Bank. Global regulators are pitching in. Silicon Valley Bank collapsed last week, raising concern that other banks are under threat. AFP via Getty Images. After a dramatic few days in the banking industry, regulators stepped forward Sunday to restore faith in the banking system and said that depositors of now-defunct Silicon Valley Bank would be made whole, as will depositors of Signature Bank, which also was closed.
How are they even going to do
Today
that?
we are taking decisive actions to protect the U.S. economy by strengthening public confidence in our banking system. This step will ensure that the U.S. banking system continues to perform its vital roles of protecting deposits and providing access to credit to households and businesses in a manner that promotes strong and sustainable economic growth, read a joint statement by the Treasury Department, Federal Reserve, and Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation.
Crypto banks. I mean, these are literally all the crypto banks, right? Best crypto banks. This is going to hit the crypto market bigger than anything. So this is obviously something with that. So we need to look at Standard Chartered, BNY Mellon, Citibank, UBS, BNP, Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs, MUFU, ING, BBVA, Namika, Barclays, because you're like talking about all of the banks that literally did all of the crypto exchanges. So like every single like Silvergate bank was managing all kinds of crypto exchanges. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, that's bad. This is so fucking bad. You have no fucking idea how bad this is. $5. Here, take my money before the rest of the banks crash. Ah! Yeah, I don't think the rest of the banks are gonna crash, but it's just gonna be inflation, inflation, inflation. And thanks for your generous donation there, Rediffusion. We're on the mobile stream. We don't have the pop-ups, but we can still shout them out pretty good. Like that. We appreciate you, dude. Oh man, dude! Like these are the banks that were basically that were taking in all that. Like crypto Silvergate Bank was a bank that dealt mostly in cryptocurrency transactions, and after the fall of FTX, I mean, who's Coinbase going to be taking fiat currency in from? They're not going to be doing it from Silvergate. That doesn't exist anymore. What's the other one? Signature. Yeah, Signature Bank was the other one that went belly up. And I mean, feds pay all depositors as Signature Bank closes. That's what everybody's saying. But the feds are only going to be paying up to FDIC, right? They can't pay out anything else, can they? So, what's this? Joe Biden's 1929 crash has been working towards 2+ years inbound. They meant to do this. They hate Americans. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Let's see. My food prep is in storage 12,000 miles away. Well, that doesn't sound too. And yeah, doing Coinbase might not work anymore. That was the only bank or Coinbase was the only way that I've ever transferred crypto into fiat currency before. And if I can't use Coinbase, you know, that's a problem. I think they use Silvergate, actually. Yep. I think I saw some reporting that Coinbase and a couple other people already had left them, but it's going to be even more crypto banks in the future. Coin market cap. Let's see where we're at right now. Surprisingly, the market is doing well, except for Tether and USD coin right here are going to be the big issues. This is where the big issue is going to come in, I think. And you can already kind of see it happening right here because there should never be any type of movement in the Tether currency where it goes into the positive. And also when you look at the negative that's coming in from the USDT coin right here, you'll notice that there's kind of an inverse thing that's happening here that shouldn't be happening. So obviously this isn't legal advice or financial advice or whatever, but it definitely seems like we're about to see the fallout of two cryptocurrencies as well. I mean, we've been rolling towards this situation, but these two banks or a couple of the banks involved in all of the shenanigans that have been happening over the last couple of days are basically the main fiat inroads for USD coin and Tether. And with those things going away, there's going to be a major problem. And I guess what it would be liquidity, right? There would be a major problem in liquidity that's happening. And I mean, Binance Coin's not having issues like they are. That one's already been designed to make the weird moves up and down. But now that we're starting to see that other people were looking like that, let's see what Coinbase is also using Signature. Signature. I'm pretty sure they were using Signature, right? Yep. Right here, about 5 hours ago, Yahoo Finance just had a disclosure that Coinbase and the rest of the big boys were using it.
Coinbase, Paxos disclose exposure to failed Signature Bank. Signature Bank emerged late Sunday as the latest institution to collapse amid a series of bank
They use
failures,
the
and
same people,
multiple
John
crypto
Sparrow.
companies took to Twitter to declare whether they were affected by the government shutdown of the crypto-friendly firm. Signature Bank was shut down by U.S. regulators, according to a joint statement released by the Federal Reserve, U.S. Treasury, and
See?
Federal
They
Deposit
shut them down.
Insurance Corporation, FDIC. The regulatory
They're
trio
going
said,
after all
however,
the
that the bank
crypto
would reopen
here.
Monday, and promised that all depositors in the New York-based institution would be made whole.
Yeah, right.
Advertisement. The group
Advertisement.
stated that New York State Chartering Authority had initially shut down Signature Bank and replaced its senior management.
Oh, really?
The disclosures, and public calls for them, echoed the series
Every
of updates
payroll
issued on
company,
Twitter by
probably.
companies when Silvergate Bank and then Silicon Valley Bank failed in the last few days. Silicon Valley Bank contagion. Crypto companies affected include BlockFi, Circle, Avalanche. Stablecoin issuer and crypto brokerage firm
This is
Paxos
important
said
right
it
here.
currently holds $250 million at Signature Bank. The
250
company added that it holds insurance for
million.
private deposits in excess of the balance Paxos currently has at Signature Bank.
So there's it.
Paxos
Paxos. Paxos blockchain company. Paxos is a regulated blockchain infrastructure platform with the new and open financial systems, building transparency through trust, right? So, yeah, Pax Gold, IBIT, stablecoins, and other types of payments. What are we talking about here? Oh, yeah, we're talking about stablecoins. What are stablecoins that we're talking about? All right, we're talking about stablecoins like Tether and USD coin. Those are stablecoins. That's what we're talking about. $250 million isn't too much off of their entire chunk of change, right? Because they're in the billions with the B, but they're only insured up to 250 million, right? So think about that for a second. Where's the rest of the USD coin pair being held? Where's the rest of the money at? You gotta ask yourself. I don't know. Well, it definitely ain't there though, that's for sure. It ain't at Silvergate Bank, and it ain't at that other one. But between the two of them, people are going to start asking questions. How can we keep a stable coin when we don't have them anymore? It's a trust, right? New York based financial term. Oh, yes, the IBIT coin exchange, crypto brokerage with Pax Gold, physical assets, digital assets backed with physical gold. Yes, I'm sure they're going to be just fine. I'm sure they're going to be just fine. Not.
Signature Bank. Paxos said it expects the funds will be available Monday when Signature Bank reopens, citing the extraordinary measures taken by the government to protect the
Extraordinary
bank's
measures.
customers. Paxos currently holds $250 million at Signature Bank and holds private deposit insurance well in excess of our cash balance and FDIC per account limits. Seeking private deposit insurance is part of our conservative approach to managing customer assets exceeding FDIC insurance limits. Paxos, at Paxos Global, March 12, 2023. Following the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank last Friday, Paxos said it had no relationship with the California-based bank, which represents the second-largest failure of a financial institution in U.S. history. Meanwhile, the U.S.'s leading cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase said that it held a corporate cash balance of around $240 million with Signature Bank as of Friday. The exchange said that it also expects to be fully able to recover the funds. As of close of business Friday, March 10, Coinbase had an approximately $240 million balance in corporate cash at Signature.
Oh
As
boy.
stated by the FDIC, we
That's
expect to
only
fully
10
recover
million
these
less than the other
funds.
company.
https://t.co/xy5L7M4RMS. Coinbase, at Coinbase, March 12, 2023. Coinbase had previously signaled on Saturday that it had temporarily suspended USDC conversions after the stablecoin's issuer Circle disclosed $3.3 billion in exposure to Silicon Valley Bank, accounting for a significant slice of the token's backing, which totals around $40 billion.
Yeah, see what I was saying? Stablecoin, $3.3 billion. Yeah, see, if it's a B, that's bad. So you can see, as soon as people started saying something about that, well, looky here, seems to have done exactly what we thought. And then, well, this one's going up. Fucking stupid asses. This is so bad.
$40 billion. One following the confirmation at the end of today that the wires initiated on Thursday to remove balances were not yet processed, $3.3 billion of the $40 billion of USDC reserves remain at SVB.
Okay, and where's the rest of it?
Circle, at one point during the weekend, USDC's price slipped as low as 87
It's a
cents,
stable
but the
coin. It's
coin
not
had
supposed to
climbed
do
above
that.
99 cents by late Sunday night, according to CoinGecko, after Circle said it would cover any shortfall from the contagion and regulators stepped in to quell concerns of people's access to deposits. Circle to stand behind USDC, cover $3.3 billion shortfall held in Silicon Valley Bank. The
Yeah, 3.3
decentralized
billion in
credit Euro
shortfall
credit
is
coin
not
claimed
no
it had
small
no
shortfall.
exposure to Signature Bank or Silicon Valley Bank. Binance, meanwhile, disclosed some time ago that Signature Bank was one of the cryptocurrency exchange's banking partners when it warned that customers would not be able to make SWIFT transfers of less than $100,000. Binance said that only 0.01% of its monthly users were served by the bank at the time. As of Sunday night, neither Binance nor its CEO Changpeng Zhao had disclosed the company's current exposure to Signature Bank. Binance did not respond immediately to requests for comment from Decrypt.
Yep, making history,
The
rewatching it, but
announcement of
it's happening
Signature
in the
Bank's
crypto
closure
space.
coincided with a pledge by federal regulators to protect the U.S.
Money
economy
printer
from
go
decisive actions
brr,
that would
brr, brr, brr,
preserve
brr, brr, brr,
confidence
brr,
in
brr.
the country's
Me,
banking
me,
system.
me, me, me,
The
me,
Fed,
me.
U.S. Treasury, and FTIC stated that clients of Silicon Valley Bank would have total access to their deposits come Monday. The group also stated that the Federal
Can't believe
Reserve
this
Board would
shit.
offer loans to banks to reduce stress across the financial system, where high-quality assets like U.S. Treasuries could be posted as collateral. Silicon Valley Bank's failure was a potential existential crisis for many tech startups, and multiple crypto firms said they also had exposure to the bank's failure, including Ripple, BlockFi, Pantera, and Avalanche. A similar number of firms emerged to say that they were unaffected by Silicon Valley Bank's troubles, including stablecoin
Stablecoin
issuer
issuer
Tether and
Tether.
cryptocurrency exchange Crypto.com. Both companies released statements Sunday night saying they had no exposure to Signature Bank as well. Tether doesn't have any exposure to Signature Bank. Palo Arduino and Signature Bank Chicago, a business bank that's unaffiliated with the New York-based institution that failed Sunday, said it has no cryptocurrency exposure.
Signature Bank Chicago. Wait, what the fuck? That was weird. I guess we really didn't need to hear the rest of that. Huh. Very interesting. Indeed. Yep, dude, this shit's gonna burn pretty quick. So what's the over-under on this? It sounds like I was saying to you a couple of weeks ago, shit, a couple of years ago, a couple of months ago, whatever. I keep reminding you that we're going to a federal crypto system, right? And the only way that the government's going to be able to feasibly do it within the current framework of things would be to basically start assembling their own stable currency, because in order for a gov type coin to exist, it's going to have to be something like a USD coin or a tether, right, in order for it to make sense for everybody and for it to be, I don't know, a security and for it to become legal. And I think that this is what opens it up. So they're going after some of the bad crypto banks and some of the more shady involvements so that they can push themselves into the forefront, saying we got this new government crypto that you can trade anything else for. So you can trade it in your fiat, you can trade it in your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your whatever, and you can get into our new thing. And I mean, if you look at where crypto is, like the only real cryptocurrencies, the only really real cryptocurrencies that exist are pretty much Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? Those are the originals, of their type, right? Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency, I guess, that you can say was a cryptocurrency, and Ethereum was the first, smart contracting system that also can function as some type of currency. And everything else, especially Tether, BNB, USD Coin, and even Ripple, for the most part, are basically just clones of Ethereum. They're just tokens like you see on Ethereum. They're not their own thing. I mean, XRP can be considered to be its own thing, but really isn't. It's just kind of like the same thing as this, only shittier. And that's just kind of how it goes, right? Like, it doesn't really get to Dogecoin. It's the only thing that I guess is a clone of Bitcoin that's just faster. That's really the only thing that makes it better. Whatever. But if the banks want to get in control of the crypto, the only thing that they can really do is make it so that crypto is a bad investment, which is something that they've already tried to do and were pretty successful at, I would have to say. 60,000 to fucking 15,000 is a big fucking drop, and that hurt a bunch of people's feelings and shit, and I get it. So the way for the government to do this in the correct fashion, the way for them to edit your understanding of currency is to use the Gartner height curve against you, which is what they're doing right now, right? Like all of this Silicon Valley bank stuff is literally pushing the Gartner height curve of Bitcoin, which still hasn't hit that maximum level yet where people started really getting into it, and they're trying to push it into their by utilizing all this negative press from these banks to basically say, hey, you might already still have Bitcoin or whatever, but just get the government coin, right? And then it's backed by the government. You don't have to worry about this shit no more, right? We'll insure it up to 100% if it's in government coin. Somebody steals your gov coin, don't worry. We can get it back to you. Think about it. So that's where I think this is going, right? The smart thing would be for them to create a system that would allow them to engulf the other systems, get people to sell their Bitcoin. You're like, okay, so you got $250 million in Bitcoin, you little bitch ass. Oh, wow, look at you, Mr. 27-year-old. You have $1 billion in Bitcoin. You've probably been hiding it from us because you don't want to pay the taxes. Well, look at this. If you give it to us, we'll give you a little break on it, you see? Give you a nice little break ski. And then you may not have $1 billion, but you could have $750 billion. And it's legal. Ooh. Sounds good, doesn't it, little criminy criminal? Yeah. You picking up what I'm putting down? Yeah. What is this, Sam Adams? But my Chuck E. Cheese prize tickets are going to work at JPM tomorrow? Yeah, might. They might not, though. I don't think JP Morgan and Chase are going to be crushing themselves out. Is there like a bank tracker? So is there like bank tracker? So there's like a bank tracker that just tracks all the banks on this? Bank tracker, investigative reporting. Bank investigative reportings, banktrack.org. Yeah, probably not what I'm looking for. I mean, I bet you if I just type in bank into Twitter, there'll probably be a bunch of fucking shit. Wait, what's this right here? Jim Cramer talking about Signature Bank? Come on. Oh, this is going to be good.
Let's start with Signature Bank. This is a New York-based commercial bank, but it's got 36 private client offices sprinkled across the New York metro area,
Is he
California,
fucking
and North Carolina.
promoting
The
Signature
thing about
Bank?
Signature is that it's a business-oriented bank, and to the extent that they have a consumer business, it's focused on the wealthy, mainly business owners and senior executives who do a lot of business, and you can make a lot of money working with them. Let's start with Signature Bank. This is a New York-based commercial bank, but it's got...
This guy is the worst. Oh my god. Yeah, buy all the Signature Bank. Buy all of it. Buy as much as you can. Buy all of it. Fucking next 1 year later, the bank fucking shuts down. Bernie Sanders made a statement on this shit. Bernie Sanders, nobody gives a fuck. Shut the fuck up. You old ass motherfucker, waving your finger. Nobody gives a crap about what you have to say about the big banks falling apart. You didn't do anything about it. Shut your fucking mouth. That's all I have to say about that. Fuck you, Bernie. Fucking Kramer. What's this? Wall Street bets. 3 bank failures so far and the parties go on. Yeah, S&P futures, Nasdaq 100 future, and the Dow Jones futures are all going way big. Yeah, I'm sure that that's gonna fucking be happening and shit. Yeah, 2 hours later. Oh, none of the banks are opening up. You can't access your any money. Give me money to Silicon Valley Bank. Give my money to Ukraine, but no money for Palestine. Yeah. This is pretty nuts. South Park?
I got $100 check from my grandma, and my dad said I need to put it in the bank so it can grow over the years.
Well, that's fantastic. A really smart decision, young man. We can put that check in a money market mutual fund. Then we'll reinvest the earnings into foreign currency accounts with compounding interest, and it's gone.
And it's gone.
What?
It's gone. It's all gone.
What's all gone?
The money in your account. It didn't do too well. It's gone.
What do you mean? I have $100.
Not anymore, you don't. Poof.
Well, what can I do to get back
I'm sorry, sir, but this line is for bank members only.
I just opened an account.
Do you have any money invested with this bank?
No, you just lost it all.
Then please stand aside for people who actually have money with us. Next, please.
Hey!
Hello, Mrs. Farnickel. How are you today? Making a deposit, are we? Great. We can just put that into your retirement account and make it go to work for you, and it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. Yay! Yeah. In China, if you cross the street at the wrong place, they got facial recognition. That's weird. Biden economy in the nutshell, dude. What's this right here? People at Silicon Valley Bank trying to get their money? Damn.
Get a better, a more precise sense of what it means when Joe Biden brags about the strongest and most equitable economic recovery in modern history. What it means is it could be time to buy gold and stockpile food. Oh, there's a deal on Russian steel case? I think I'll pick up a pallet. Just kidding, sort of. Yesterday, some of the biggest banks in this country, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, collectively lost more than $50 billion in market value in one day. That's quite a hit. On the other hand, those banks still exist, and you can't say that for...
Yeah, I decided to go live because I got to drive home tomorrow, but I kind of slept a lot today. I was tired.
Silicon Valley Bank. As of this morning, Silicon Valley Bank, or SVB, has gone under completely. That makes the second biggest bank failure in the history of this country. And the significant, SVB financed nearly half of all venture-backed healthcare and technology companies in the United States. It also apparently held significant cash reserves for some of the biggest cryptocurrencies. And it's now gone. Federal regulators have renamed it and taken it over. And that means an awful lot of people lost an awful lot of money. And no, most of that money was not insured, no matter what they tell you. The FDIC only guarantees bank deposits up to $250,000. And according to some reports, more than 90% of all deposits at SVB exceeded that. And it's unclear whether those people will ever see their money again. In fact, when customers showed up at SVB's branch in Manhattan today to get their deposits back, managers called the police. So what we have here is a 1929-style bank run, and that's not a good sign for anyone. The question is whether the people who run SVB saw it coming. The CEO, a man called Greg Becker, apparently sold more than $2 million in bank stock over the last 2 weeks. According to the site Unusual Whales, several other high-level employees of SVB, including Chief Marketing Officer Michelle Draper, Chief Operations Officer Phil Cox, General Counsel Michael Zuckert, all sold significant amounts of stock in SVB this year. Did those employees know their bank was in trouble?
Joe Biden was so concerned he went on vacation.
And once again, where were the regulators? We're supposed to prevent this. Once again, we don't know. And the business press is supposed to be telling ordinary people what's happening with business? Apparently, nobody noticed anything.
Who gives a fuck?
In fact, as with the FTX crypto scam, you may recall, self-described financial experts in the media were busy promoting Silicon Valley Bank as a great investment that would last forever.
It's gonna
The formerly
last
great but now quite
forever.
embarrassing Forbes magazine, in fact, named SVB to its list of America's best banks, not once, but 5 years in a row.
Oh, what the fuck just happened? Oh no. Oh no. Something's happening.